Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's your friend and fishing expert here with the forecast you've been waiting for. We're looking at the first week of December, specifically from the 1st of December through the 7th of December 2025. Now, I've been studying the charts, and this week is shaping up to be fascinating. We have a full moon on the way, which usually means epic bites, but it's going up against some seriously cold weather. The big question is, will the power of the moon be enough to overcome a winter chill and trigger a feeding frenzy? I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly when and where to be for your best shot at a winter giant. This week isn't about just randomly casting, it's a strategic game, and I'm going to give you the complete playbook. Let's start with the two superstars for this time of year. In the northern states, the mighty steelhead and the reclusive brown trout. These fish are the kings of the cold water tributaries right now. First up, steelhead. Friends, in this cold, these chrome beauties are all about saving energy. You need to look for them in the deepest, slowest pools you can find, especially in the lower sections of the rivers. Think about areas where the current slows way down. They'll be stacked in there, just waiting. The absolute best way to catch them right now is with a float fishing setup. A long rod, maybe 10 to 12 feet, is perfect for keeping your line off the water and getting a perfect drag-free drift. This is a game of inches. Your bait has to look 100% natural. I'm talking about very small, subtle presentations. Forget the big, flashy stuff. My go-to would be a single egg pattern in a washed-out pink or pale yellow, or a small mesh spawn sack with just a few eggs inside. You practically have to drift it right onto their nose. Next, let's talk about those big, predatory brown trout. They'll often be in the same deep pools as the steelhead, but they love to tuck themselves right up against cover. Look for undercut banks, deep log jams, or the downstream side of a large boulder. They are ambush predators, waiting for a meal to drift by. While float fishing with the same small egg patterns can definitely work, here's a little trick for browns. If you find a promising-looking piece of cover, try slowly swinging a small, dark streamer fly, like a black woolly bugger, right past it. Another great option is a small, suspending crankbait. Cast it past the cover, give it a few cranks to get it down to the right depth, and then just let it sit there with a few light twitches. That subtle action can be more than a big, territorial brown can handle. Now let's get into the why behind the tactics. What are the conditions really doing? First, the weather. We're looking at a consistently cold week. Air temperatures will be hovering in the low to mid-20s. Fahrenheit, that's around -6 to -3 Celsius, with a significant cold snap mid-week, where temps could dip into the teens. We'll see frequent, light snow showers pretty much all week. Now, stable weather is usually a good thing for fishing, but this level of cold is the dominant factor. It's going to slow everything down. This brings us to water temperature. In the main lake, the water is around 40 degrees Fahrenheit or about 4 to 5 degrees Celsius. In the shallower tributaries, it's going to be even colder, likely in the high 30s. At these temperatures, a fish's metabolism is at a crawl. They aren't going to be aggressively chasing down a meal. They need to conserve energy, which is why those slow, deep pools are the key. They'll feed, but it will be in short, strategic windows. But here's the wild card, the phase of the moon. We start the week with a waxing gibbous moon, leading up to a full moon on Friday the 5th. Now, any experienced angler will tell you that the days surrounding a full moon can be magical. The increased gravitational pull is believed to trigger major feeding activity. So this week we have a classic showdown, the fish's instinct to feed under the full moon versus their lethargy from the extreme cold. I believe the moon will win, creating some incredible, but likely very short, windows of activity. So let's put it all together in a day-by-day forecast. This is your guide for when to call in sick to work. Monday, the 1st of December. I'm calling for an average day of fishing. The moon is building, but the fish are still adjusting to the cold temperatures. Expect a slow but steady bite if you put the time in. Snow showers will be on and off. Tuesday, the 2nd of December. This will be an average to weak bite. It's another cold, cloudy day. The pressure is building for that midweek feed, but today might be the day to organize your tackle box. Patience will be critical. Wednesday, the 3rd of December. I'm rating this a good day. The moon's influence is getting much stronger now. The fish know what's coming. This is a great day to be on the water, especially during the afternoon, as the water warms by a degree or two. This is your warm-up for the main event. Thursday, the 4th of December. This will be a tough and capricious day. This looks to be the coldest day of the week, with temperatures dropping into the teens. A sudden cold snap like this can give fish lockjaw, even with a strong moon. If you go, focus all your effort on the 1 to 3 p.m. window, the absolute warmest part of the day. Friday, the 5th of December, the full moon. I'm calling this a good to excellent bite, but, and this is a big but, only in very short windows. The classic full moon pattern, the first hour of daylight and the last hour before dark, could be absolutely on fire, but the middle of the day could be dead slow. Be on your best spot right at dawn. Saturday, the 6th of December. This will be a good day. The day after the full moon is almost always fantastic. The fish are still actively feeding. The weather is stable and cold. This is a prime day to be out there from mid-morning to late afternoon. And finally, Sunday, the 7th of December. I'm calling this an average bite. The action will start tapering off as the moon's influence fades and the week of cold weather catches up. You'll still catch fish, but you'll have to work a little harder for them. So there you have it, friends. The key this week is patience and precision. Focus on those deep, slow holes and fish during those key moon-influenced windows. It's not about covering tons of water. It's about finding the right water and working it thoroughly. Thanks for tuning in. As always, get out there, be safe, and respect the water. Let me know in the comments what your go-to lure or bait is when the water gets this cold. I'd love to hear your secrets. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more forecasts. Now go on and get yourself some tight lines.